Good morning, Central. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, day 4. I'm Ben Stuldrer, and today I'm joined by some of our presidential candidates for our third annual Student Council debate. Gentlemen, welcome to the show, and please introduce yourselves.
I'm Danny Haller. I'm a rising senior. I'm a basketball player. I'm the treasurer of the National Honor Society, and I'm a member of the LaSalle Ministry Executive Board.
I'm Garrett King. I do robotics, VNN obviously, and marching band, and tech group for Mask.
I'm Santino De Silvio, part of the LaSalle Ministry. I'm on the track and field team, and next year I'll be going into the FBLA program.
I'm Regis Keller. I also do robotics, and that's really about it.
I'm Eric Green. I'm the treasurer of the art club. I'm on the Ultimate Frisbee team, and that's about it.
So to get started, what are some of the tangible actions that you will take when you are elected?
So when I'm elected, I would like to work to bring back more food trucks, food fundraisers. Early dismissal Wednesdays is a big thing I've heard from a lot of people I've talked to and what they want me to bring back. And incorporating more dress downs into the school year, seeing as like a lot of people complain about that a lot. I feel like those are some pretty important and big things that I would like to work to bring back.
What about you, Garrett?
I mean, a lot of it is like the student council. They used to do a lot of collaboration with like Oakland Catholic, so I'd kind of like to bring some of that back. Maybe some more mixers, some more dress down days, like Danny said. But yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is the early dismissal Wednesdays. Dress downs, more events. I also want to bring heavy attention to Catholic Schools Week, as I felt like Catholic Schools Week is a little underappreciated, and I think that's a big thing that as a LaSallian school that we should bring attention to, and more charities and dress downs to bring together our foundation as a school.
You, Regis?
I hope whenever I'm president that I can make the student council a bit more present in everyday student life. I feel like the student council has become a bit detached from students. Like, personally, I don't think I interact with the student council very much at all. I'd like to make us more present through, like, appearances at masses, and I'd also like to schedule more events, like during, like, Spirit Week or Catholic Schools Week.
When I get elected into the presidential seat, I plan to definitely work with Oakland Catholic a lot more to kind of have events together, and then also just kind of push for more like dress down days and stuff like that for everybody in the whole student body, as well as like just more events throughout the school year.
So next up, how do you feel that you will be able to reach the student body in both of your campaigns and your official presidency?
So I feel like a big thing is obviously like hearing the voices of all the students. So that involves like student surveys, like Regis said, getting the student council more like heard from. So that involves like representative meetings from each of the classes to discuss like important issues that are brought up in those surveys that people think like can be improved and worked on.
Yeah, definitely the main goal of my presidency would be getting the students more involved. One of the ideas I had was a dress down day where the students get to vote on where which charity the money would get to go to, so that way it's for a cause that we can all appreciate and care for.
Santino?
I think one of the biggest ways to reach people is the online surveys, and I think social media in a positive way can be used, because as we are reaching where social media is becoming more and more a part of our daily lives, I think that's a big thing we can use to help bring people together with clubs and bring more attention to every club in sport that sometimes might not get the same attention as bigger clubs or sports get, and I think everybody needs to be included. I think it's one of the best ways to do it.
I think I'm with Santino on this one. I also would like to use social media to promote like the multitude of different hobbies and clubs at Central. I also as I said previously, I want to have the student council make more appearances so the student body actually knows that they're being represented and who they're being represented by.
In previous years, the student council and the actual student body itself has kind of been separate, so I feel like if we were to bring the two and like really, work as like a whole instead of just student council just makes kind of their own decisions and doesn't really listen to what the school as a whole is saying. I feel like we definitely use social medias for, promoting stuff, and definitely like a lot of, Google surveys and stuff like that.
We have a lot of good ideas coming from our candidates. How do you feel that you can personally and specifically boost school spirit and morale? Starting with Eric.
School spirit and morale. I feel like I could definitely boost it by, again, using social media to just kind of promote different things. And then also just having a lot more events throughout the school year that have, like, students participating, and then, like, they can also sign up to participate in stuff instead of just having, student council members do it.
As I said earlier, Catholic Schools Week and Spirit Week, I hope to get more involved there. That could help drive up the school spirit. Just having more events scheduled, having higher quality events scheduled.
I think personally as a student, as I said, Spirit School Week, Catholic School Week, definitely more pep rallies, definitely stuff to get the student body involved and together. I feel personally as a junior now, rising senior in the past 2 years, the biggest thing has been pep rallies and areas where students can be collectively together, and social media boost, especially for an example, sports edits and stuff like that. It really gets the student body going, and it really brings us together as one.
I mean, yeah, definitely creating a student council Instagram page so that we can better communicate stuff with the students, like when dress down days are, what the themes are. Also, more mixers with Oakland Catholics to promote not communion, but like mixing together with the two schools and like having a good time with everyone. Dress down days, obviously.
So obviously, like, I feel like sports and clubs are like a big thing at Central. So it's like boost morale. I mean, I feel like it's like a super powerful thing to see your fellow classmates supporting the teams and stuff. And being a basketball player, seeing like our student section, I'm not gonna lie, has been lacking these past couple of years. And like having a bunch of people show up for that with like a student section page, like boosting all that and all the sports that maybe people don't go to as much, I feel like is a big thing to boost morale. And then I'd also say, like, I understand that Central's like a really academically difficult school, so I feel like incorporating more fun things, like I know the fall carnival is like a really big thing. People go out and play spike ball and cornhole all day. Bringing that to the spring, I feel like just activities like that just help ease the workload and just help people see like more fun in high school, and I feel like that's pretty important to boost morale.
How would you guys describe your previous experience in leadership positions?
I feel like I've always been kind of a leader, just like coming into Central. I feel like I knew a lot of people, and I was able to like, I'm like a really talkative guy, so helping like other people when they're not very like well spoken or something like that. I just feel like I'm really for everybody else. I don't really put myself before other people, so I feel like that's a really important quality in my leadership. And as president, I'll carry that over, listening to all the students and what they have to say.
Obviously, I hold a couple different leadership positions through the various clubs I'm a part of. Part of that is actually like sitting down with students and helping them through problems that they may experience when we're working on various things. And that's exactly how I plan to apply stuff with student council. I'll make sure everyone's happy and that even when we're struggling, we'll be able to work past it together and still have a good time, because it's important to remember it's supposed to be a fun activity too.
Yeah, I think the way I was growing up in a very strong Italian family, I'm very talkative and very open. I never conceal problems. I always want to bring them to light and make sure that they're solved. I've always tried to help out people younger than me. I hate bullies. I always want to be the guy that you can come to. And when I'm elected as president, I don't want you to feel that I'm your president. I want you to feel as I'm one of you, I'm your brother, someone you can go to on an everyday basis with any problems. And I think there's a strong line that I feel like I'm pretty well at between being confident and being humble. And I think the right line down the middle is where I'm at. I'm pretty confident, but I stay humble and I don't let my ego get to me.
I pride myself on fortitude, as in I can make good, rash decisions under stress, and I hope to be able to lead in that way as well. as someone who's obviously under a lot of stress from academics and other activities, I do my best to act with a cool head and act calmly and concisely, and that's how I hope to lead.
Throughout my life, I've come into multiple leadership roles. Any opportunity that there is, I usually step up to the plate and, take on a leadership role whenever, nobody else can. And then also, the thing about being a leader is a good leader really doesn't just, show people what to do, but also just, works with them, hand in hand. Somebody who's, leading Central Catholic student body should really be working, directly with the students instead of just, working by themselves or trying to, just show people what to do.
Finally, what are some closing remarks that you'd like to tell our faculty, staff, and students?
All I'm gonna say is you guys know the right choice. With Danny and Seamus, your vote equals greatness.
Well, in the past, student council has kind of been like a popularity contest where sometimes candidates and the people who do get elected don't really take it seriously. I can assure the student body and the faculty that me and my vice president, James McElroy, will take this seriously if we are elected.
I think me and my vice president, Gianni Palmieri, I feel like you guys know the right decision. I'm very serious about this, no matter if it feels like a popularity contest or not. I'm very serious about what I want to do and my goals and when I'm elected as president. And I want to bring the school to become as one and stay as one, as a LaSallian school and a brotherhood.
I just hope you know that I can lead you all with a calm, concise mind, and that you vote for myself and Braden Spencer. Thank you.
Final remark, I think me as a president would be a great candidate. So, if you want to choose a winner, vote Eric Green and Emmanuel Fisher.
Thank you. And please don't forget, student council elections will take place on Thursday, May 22nd. Please be sure to check your email for the ballot. Until next time, thank you to all of our candidates who joined us today. I'm Ben Stuhldrayer, and we'll make sure to see you next time on the VNN.
Good stuff, Ben.
Good stuff to say. Thank you. I mean, I didn't know you were running this. That would be a conflict of interest.
Regis, best of luck. That might have been my